iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans, to the Volusia Raceway Park here down in sunny Florida. The sun may be going down, but the stars and the cars are out onto the racetrack here tonight for the Tagarè Property Management Pro Dirt Series, presented by the American Sim Racing Club. I am your host. My name is Roger Muth. We're so glad to be back here in the booth here tonight after a week off of vacation at the lake. But it is all time to put the lake behind us and get right down to it here tonight at Volusia. Welcome here, race fans, as well. As you can already tell, qualifying is in the books, and that means heat races are going to start to make their way to the starting grid here tonight. So let's get down right there to trackside and, well, let's get you to your first starting lineup here of this evening. This is your first starting lineup brought to us here tonight by Tagarè Property Management. Starting in heat race number 1 here tonight, Devin Cardwell driving car number 70, making his debut here tonight. He will start P number 1. His outside, he drives car number 95, Michael Bengen, going to roll off from P number 2. Newcomer out of Georgia, he drives car number 962. This is going to be Chandler Woodward. Starting in P number 4, also newcomer here to the new Tuesday night series, driving car number 3. This is Chris Fields. Starting back in position number 7, this is going to be the JP Motorsports number 78J of Joel Phillips. Starting back into the 6th position, he drives car number 29, John Kane, starting from 6th. Back into the 7th position here tonight, he drives car number 965. That's the 965 machine of Derek Davidson. Eric Lake in the 5X machine will go from position number 8. And Michael Witt, driving car number 6, will roll off here tonight, shotgun to the field. The Ironman Motorsports number 26 gets the 9th position here. 27 cars have logged in here tonight to the Volusia Speedway, and, well, it's going to be a great one. 20 cars will make the A main here tonight, and, well, we're going to take 4 out of each heat race, and then we're going to see how it all breaks down into the last chance qualifier here tonight. We do have a big shout-out. We have to give Kim Ungari tonight, tuning in from, well, way out west. That's the Northwest. Kim tuning in from the hospital. Our best wishes and shout-outs, our love, our support goes out to Kim Ungari here tonight. Doug Ungari, of course, will be in the field a little bit later on in one of these heat races tonight. We'll see if he can make the A main straight out of this heat race. But heat race number 1 is onto the speedway. You see that here. We're going to put 8 laps on the board for here tonight for all of our heat races, and we're going to see which one of these drivers will be able to take home. Well, the top spot here, top 4 positions will lock themselves in tonight into the A main feature event here. So as you see, the cars are all out onto the speedway here. It's going to be 9 cars, 4 to qualify straight out of the heat races. We're going to bring them down this time by, and we will drop the hammer tonight. The Tagarè Property Management Pro Dirt Series, presented by the American Sim Racing Club. Heat races are underway. Down into turn number 1, Cardwell with a great jump here tonight. He will try and gap the rest of the field here at Volusia in heat race number 1. Been getting Woodward back here battling for P number 2. Joel Phillips is right there hot to trot. He is currently sitting in the hot seat here in that Longhorn chassis, number 78J, as lap number 1 goes into the book. Cardwell will put his name in the record books here with the American Sim Racing Club as leading a lap here tonight at the Volusia Speedway. All 9 cars did make the call here for heat race number 1, so 9 cars strong across the line. Already 2 laps into the books. Watching that, Joel Phillips, number 78J. He is currently that driver there, the 78J, the 411 entry. Well, he is sitting in the hot seat. Derek Davidson making his first ever start. There you see him, car number 8 if you're watching on screen, just looking at the car numbers. But if you're watching it on the timing and scoring jump around, that's that blue. Number 965. Right behind them, though, Eric Lake in the X5 entry, trying to get around Chris Fields. Chris Fields in the mellow yellow entry, making his first ever start. Right now, both drivers are on the outside, looking in with 4 laps to go that time by. 4 laps to go here for heat race number 1 at the Volusia Speedway. Devin Cardwell still out front here tonight, leading this field. He'll come out this time. 3 laps to go that time by as he hit the stripe. It's Cardwell, it's Benkin, Woodward, and Joel Phillips currently. Phillips has that final transfer spot, but boy, he doesn't have it by much. Maybe a car length and a half that time down the back straightaway, and that's going to allow Davidson actually to close in. A little contact back there. Chris Fields, I believe, just got a little contact there with the X5 of Eric Lake. So right now, both those drivers trying to find their way in. This time by, the white flag will fly in heat race number 1, and it's going to be the number 70 of Devin Cardwell looking to take home heat race number 1 here tonight. He's got about almost a second gap over Bengen, Woodward, and Phillips. Phillips has that spot, but does he have it for long? It'll be one final time down the back straightaway. Devin Cardwell will come out of turn number 4. He will pick up heat race number 1. Battle for the final transfer spot, and who is going to have it? Phillips? No, it is going to be Derek Davidson getting it here tonight. So it'll be Cardwell, Bengen, Woodward, and Davidson all going into your main event. Cardwell will win that first heat race here tonight. So with him winning that first heat race, that means, well, heat race number 2 is going to come straight to the starting grid here tonight. And this is how they will start for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2, another 9 cars going to make the call here tonight for this one. It's going to be the driver of the 347 entry, the 347 of Derek Stewart. Running to his outside, it's going to be Brett the Jet Hahn in car number 71. He'll roll off from P number 2 here tonight, and it's the 399 Eastport, Tennessee driver. This will be the 51 of Jacob Lassiter. He'll roll off from P number 3. Starting from the 4th position, this is going to be Cody Downard in car number 03, newcomer here tonight. He'll roll off from the 4th position out of Ohio. It's going to be the RogersCars.com number 21, last night's winner. In the Grand National Series, Tim Rogers will go from P number 5. Austin Nielsen, driving car number 960, will roll off from 6th position. And the Payne train, the Downforce Sim Racing entry, the number 93 of Andrew Payne, goes 7th. It's the founder, the number 88, the B&C Racing Race 1 USA entry of Charles Darling will go from P number 8. And John Senyu, the OG Racing, number 86, will round down our 9-car field here. So that's the 9 cars to go for heat race number 2. So put another 8 laps onto the books. Devin Cardwell, of course, did pick up heat race number 1's win here tonight. So who will join him with a win in that category? Taking a quick look at the rundown here tonight. Just taking a quick peek, and it does look like this time by we will drop the hammer, and just like that, the iRacing.com pace truck is off the way, and your race leader right there with 8 laps on the board. Stewart going to get a great start as he'll jump out. The battle's going to be way back here. Payne train 3 wide racing back here. That's the 3 wide racing. That's going to be Downard in the 03 entry, and that was the Payne train, and I believe that was Nilsson. So 2 new drivers right here, making it 3 wide, putting the Pain Train back. He just finished on the podium last night. And, of course, Andrew Payne now trying to find his way into the A main event. Andrew going to make quick work here, possibly, of Cody Downer in that number 03 entry. You see the Ohio driver was outside the groove there. Darling also going to get around. He's going to take that Corvette down to the bottom. Everybody's still chasing car number 347 of Stewart. Hans right there. Look at Jacob Laster. He comes into the night as the points championship leader. That Flex Motorsport 399 Esports Group trying to get as many points as they can here on the heat races tonight. 4 laps to go, plenty of time. The final driver right now that would lock in going to the A main. It's the RogersCars.com, number 21, the driver out of New York. Tim Rogers currently holding down that final spot, and he's got a great cushion between him and the 960, the iRacing.com of Austin Nelson. Come around this time, they're going to see the old popsicle sticks going in the air here tonight for the 347. Look at our Tagarè Property Management onboard camera looking back at the Tagarè Property Management. Rogers Cars, number 71. Brett Hahn back there running into that second position currently. This time by, they're going to pick up the white flag. 1 lap to go here, heat race number 2 tonight. He was going to have it. Derek Stewart has led since the drop of the green flag. Will he be able to get this one done? Down the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Derek Stewart picking up his first heat race win of the season. It'll be Stewart, Hahn, Lassiter, Rogers, all going to the A main right out of their heat race. Everybody else will tag the last chance qualifier here tonight. That means there's going to be another heat race coming up here, and this is heat race number 3, brought to us by our friends over at Tagarè Property Management. And this is how they will line up. Starting P number 1, the driver out of Montana. It's going to be the 00, the mountain man of Doug Ungari. This outside, he drives the 224 entry. That's Brett Carlton. Starting back into position number 3, driving car number 15 out of Michigan. This is Austin Harnick driving car number 15. Driver out of Central Pennsylvania, driving the Alien entry. This is the 951 of Brian Wilson. Nathan Henry driving car number 59. And last week's winner, starting in the 6th position, the 250 entry out of the Midwest, Joe Frischel. Got to start back there in position number 6. Starting in 7th, it's going to be Derek Martin in car number 69. Michael Green driving car number 931 here tonight out of Indiana. And shotgun here for heat race number 3. It's the PPEM number 43 of Eric Papineau. Papineau back there in position number 9. It does look like we did have one driver scratched from the starting grid here for heat race number 3 tonight, and that will be car number 43 of Eric Papineau. We'll see if he can actually get out there onto the raceway. Otherwise, we will roll here with just 8 drivers here. 8 drivers, 8 laps, 4 to qualify. Taking a look at it here, the driver on the front row, the driver out of Montana, has picked up 2 wins this season in heat race competition. Doug Ungari. Of course, Wilderson has also been a hot shoe here as of late. Grissom also picking up feature events and last chance qualifier events. If he does make the A main here tonight, he will have to tag the back of the field. We'll see if he can get that done here tonight. Put 8 laps up onto the board, scorekeeper. Here we go. Let's drop the hammer. Heat race number 3 for the Tagarè Property Management Pro Dirt Series is underway, and the mountain man, Doug Ungari, will lead him off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes car number 15, Harnick driving car number 15 here tonight. Newcomer here to the series, trying to pick up P number 2 from Carlton. One car a little bit out of shape. I believe that's the Valpo entry of Nathan Henry. Henry did have the transfer spot. Now he's going to lose it. Joe gonna go down to the inside there. He is going to now take over position number 4. Oh, Henry up into the outside wall. Nathan Henry may have some broken suspension parts under the Valpo number 59. He just slapped it off the outside retaining wall down the front straightaway. So he'll lose a couple positions. That'll put Nathan Henry back to P number 8. He is the final car running on the starting grid here tonight. Doug Ungari, though, the mountain man. There's the gap. There's the distance. Doug Ungari is out front of Brett Carlton. Ungari this time by, we'll see 4 fingers. It'll be 4 laps to go from the flag stand here tonight at the Volusia Raceway. 4 to go, 4 to qualify. Ungari, Carlton, Harnick, and Grisham. Right now is your top spots. There you see it. It does look like Carlton is starting to close in. Sounded like one car just banked it off the wall going into turn number 1, but it does look like they all gathered it up and driving away. Ungari under attack here. Right on board with the Longhorn chassis, Tagarè Property Management onboard camera. There you can see off the back deck here. There's Carlton. He is there. He is officially to the back bumper of Ungari. White flag will fly this time by. It'll be the final trip around the speedway. Will Doug Ungari be able to hold on to it? He slipped that time out of turn number 2. He'll leave the inside lane open down the bottom. It won't be enough, though. Doug Ungari will pick up heat race number 3. So Ungari, Carlton, Harnick, and Wilderson will actually go ahead and make their way in right here from heat race number 3. Unofficially, everybody else will go to a last chance qualifier. So Ungari picks up his 3rd heat race of the season victory. Congratulations to him. Does look like we will go straight into what will be our last chance qualifiers here tonight. And last chance qualifier number 1 will come to the grid, and this is how they will line up here tonight. Driving the JPI Motorsports, number 78J and Joel Phillip will start from the front row. The 960 entry will roll from P number 2 here tonight, and that is going to be Austin Nielsen. Derek Martin driving car number 69 will roll off from P number 3. Eric Lake in the 5X entry goes forth. Andrew Payne in the Payne train, the Downforce Sim Racing. Number 93 goes from P number 5. Yes, it is actually going to be Michael Garden in car number 931. Chris Fields will start 7th. Charles Darling back into the 8th position here tonight. 9th will go Nathan Henry in car number 59. Michael Witt, the Ironman Motorsports, number 26, will go for the 10th position. Starting back into the 11th spot, the 03 of Cody Downard. We're getting it out here tonight. Joel Grisham, last week's winner, will have to start back from the 12th position. He's got a lot of work to go to try and make his way in. Starting back into the 13th position, John Kane driving car number 29 will roll off to P number 3. The OG number 86, John Senyu, will go 14th, and Eric Coppino looks like he is scheduled to start shotgun to the field here tonight, but he will not make our last chance qualifier. This is the last chance qualifier to make their way into the big show here that is coming up right after this. So, looking at what the notes say here, we will go 12 laps the distance, and I believe we have 12 cars in, so 8 cars will make it here in this last chance qualifier. So, with 8 cars making it, everybody else is going to go home here tonight. 6 cars will go home out of the last chance qualifier. Go ahead and put 12 laps on the board. Joel Phillips says, chase me to turn number 1, race fans. Here we go. Last chance qualifier is underway, and we're just about 3 wide racing. The number 69, the Boulevard Brewing. Oh, boy, and the X5 was out of shape there, and I believe we're going to go yellow, yellow, yellow. We will complete 1 lap here, but the caution flag will come out, and it's unfortunate because it's actually going to be the Valpo, number 59. That is going to be Nathan Henry, who brings out the first caution flag here of the evening. He does get car number 59 pointed back into the right direction, but we will go yellow. Let's take a look back here and see what happened. We got to see a little bit of that watch just out in front of him. You're going to see everybody really get on the binders, I believe. Right there, and he actually gets on the binders, but unfortunately right into the back of the 88 of Darling. Right on board with the Tagarè Property Management onboard camera here. You are riding on board with Nathan Henry. So there you see what just transpired down there. Let's see, maybe we can get a quick little slowdown here from the truck. Slow it down right as they go down here into the corner. Right along with the drone camera footage here. This is going to give us great camera shots. There you see one car, a little bit slow, and right there, Henry just going to tag the right rear of Darling's 88, and that's what's going to spin him around. But next time by, we're going to go back to green flag racing, and it does look like Henry will tag the back of the field. So 14 cars did start this last chance qualifier here tonight, and 14 cars are currently out there. We got to thank all the race fans that are tuning in here tonight to watch the American Sim Racing Club Pro Dirt Series here for the Tagarè Property Management Dirt Series. As Philip says, once again, let's drop the hammer and let's go back racing. He'll drop the hammer and everybody will chase them down into turn number 1. There is car number 69 of Martin. He is almost stuck into the middle of 3 wide racing once again. They're come by this time. Oh, Payne going to drop the hammer to the inside there. A little contact. Everybody gets it all gathered back up. Still 10 laps of racing left. Everybody still chasing. Joel Phillips out front. They're 3 wide once again. Here comes the X5 down to the inside. Eric Lake going to go to the bottom side of the speedway. Here comes Chris Fields. Everybody working the bottom side. One driver going to get all sorts of out of shape out of turn number 4. That's going to be the Downard entry. The Cody Downard entry in that 03. The Ohio driver. Oh, one car hard nose into the outside wall. Not sure who car number 78 is out there. I believe that's going to be Michael Garden. Car number 78 up against the outside wall. He'll keep it up to the outside. We stay green flag racing. Look at the 3 car. Chris Fields really making the inside lane work. He's also got the 250 entry. Joe is right there. He'll go bottom side catfishing here tonight. He'll go right down around the bottom and skim it. Oh, up the speedway just a little bit. One car going to go around, though, towards the back. One car going around, and that does look like it's going to be Charles Darling. Driver out of Michigan. Having some issues. We'll see what all transpired back here to bring out the second caution flag this evening. Looks like the old shoehorn effect. The 88 gets shoehorn there off Michael Witt's front wedge nose. It also looks like Michael went around in car number 931 also. So that'll put us under the second caution flag here this evening. And, well, we are in our last chance qualifier. We've already qualified in 12 cars here tonight. Of course, Cardwell, Stewart, and Ungari picking up heat race wins. And this is, of course, our last chance qualifier here tonight to try and get themselves in here. We will qualify in, it looks like, if the math is all going to work itself out, 8 cars out of this last chance qualifier. So that 8th position currently being held by the number 26 of Michael Witt. There you see him. 1 position out is going to be the 59 of Nathan Henry. I know we got some Nathan Henry fans out there tuning in here tonight. So right now, the driver of that Valpo. Every time I see Nathan Henry's car, all I can remember is back to the NCAA tournament when Valparaiso hit the half-court shot. Remember back in high school, we ran that same play, and let's just say we didn't have as much luck as the Valpo players did back then. So, iRacing.com pace truck off, and Joel Phillips going to lead us to turn 1. Everybody will chase him. This time, though, he's got Eric Lake looking to the inside. Nelson's also right there. Andrew Payne also not far behind. It will be Joel Phillips, though, leading down the back straightaway here. Handful of laps. Oh, look at Chrisham. He's going to throw a big slider down to the corner. He's going to cross over in front of the 93. Here comes now Andrew Payne. Oh, Joe Chrisham up into the outside wall, and he's going to get stuck and stopped, and the caution lights will come right back on for the third caution flag here this evening. Old Hollywood down there, maybe getting into a little rough spot. go to the high side, and the suspension looks like it's a little tweaked, but it looks like it's tweaked in a good way because, well, he's able to lift that left front and really let her eat. Let's take a look back there. You see Payne lifted because Joe wasn't quite clear, and then they went down into the corner, and I think both drivers were just fighting over that same position up into the outside wall. The 250 entry is going to go. Maybe the suspension is a little cocked. From a zoomed out little bit. See Andrew Payne with a little bit of a right rear maybe. It's so hard to tell here with these cars here tonight as they all try and fight and scratch their way into positions. It does look like Grisham, though, will start back there right around the 13th position. So we're seeing, does look like Andrew Payne has been assessed an EOL penalty of causing the incident, so he will join at the back of the field, the driver out of Fair Oaks, California. I believe, though, he did just move to the great state of Vols Nation of Tennessee. So as he goes to the back, single file restart here. Under 5 laps to go. When we do go back racing, it'll be Phillips, Nilsson, Lake, Fields, Martin, Witt, Henry, and John Kane currently holding down the final transferred in position. Will he be able to hold on to it, though? There you see the 78J. Casper Q grills on the side of that Longhorn chassis. He'll come by this time, and he'll drop the hammer once again. The iRacing.com pace truck will leave the racing surface. Here we go. Here comes that X5 entry. Eric Lake, no stranger to the front of the field. The Race1.US entry. Trying to roll from P number 3. He's in the show right now with 3 laps to go, but, well, 3 laps to go. Anything can happen on the dirt side of things. We've seen it happen every time we come to the dirt. Anything could happen. Transfer spot battle right here, though. Here's the 88 of Charles Darling. He'll go down to the bottom, try and catfish. He'll get around John Kane. Kane's going to slip out of 4. He'll lose 1, 2, 3 positions. John Kane going to go from the transfer spot outside the top 10 looking in. There you see Andrew Payne. He's trying to pick up the 9th position. Still has to go get Charles Darling right now as the white flag is going to fly one more time around. Where is the transfer spot? There it is. Charles Darling currently has the last car in on the big dance show floor tonight. Joel Phillips trying to look if he can pick it up. Phillips will pick up the last chance qualifier, so Joel Phillips will pick up a win here tonight. Eric Lake, Nelson, Fields, Martin, Henry, Witt, and Darling will be the final car into the main show coming up a little bit later on here tonight. So what a great last chance qualifier there by all these drivers. Phillips, of course, picking up his last chance qualifier win. That will take us straight into our feature event. 20 cars do make the feature event here tonight at the Volusia Raceway. And as 20 cars do start to make their way to the grid, we have to take you through your grid here for your starting lineup. This is how they will all line up. Starting on the front row, driving car number 15 after the invert, Austin Harnan will grab the pole here tonight. 51 of Jacob Lasta will roll from P number 2. Chandler Woodward will drive car number 962 from Georgia. He will roll from P number 3. Driving car number 224, Brett Carlton out of Florida will go 4th. Brett Hahn, the Jet, will go in car number 71 here tonight from position number 5. Michael Bengen, driving car number 95, will go from the 6th position. The Mountain Man out of Montana, the Doug Ungari entry, he will go from 7th. Derek Stewart will go from 8th here tonight. Devin Cardwell will go from 9th. Starting in the 10th position here tonight, making his first ever start, it's going to be Derek Davidson. He'll go from the 10th position. RogersCars.com, number 21, the New York driver, Tim Rogers, will go from 11th. Ryan Wilderson, the Pennsylvania driver, driving car number 951, the Alien, will go from the 12th position here tonight, starting 13th on the starting lineup. He just picked up a last chance qualifier win. That will be the driver of the 98J of Joel Phillips. Eric Lake will start 14th here tonight. The 15th starting position will go to Austin Nilsson in car number 960. Chris Fields driving car number 3 will make the show here tonight for his first time ever. He will start 16th. Derek Martin driving car number 69. He will start 17th. Nathan Henry, he did make the show. The Indiana boy will go from position number 18. Michael Witt, the Iron Men Motorsports, 26 will go from 19th. And here we go, the starting 20th shotgun to the field driver. Car number 88, Big Charles Darling, will roll from the 20th position. That is your 20-car starting field, and if you noticed it, I noticed it. Last week's winner, 4th in the championship points. Joe Christian will not make the A-Main feature event here tonight for the Tagarè Property Management Dirt Series presented by the American Sim Racing Club. Well, he's not going to make the big dance. That's going to hurt in the point standings. Also missing here, Andrew Payne, not making the main event. Pace car down and in. 40 laps the distance. Here we go. Harnick down into turn number 1, almost 3 wide racing, because here comes Brett the Jet. He's trying to make it right up through the bottom side of the speedway. Look to the inside of Woodward. Look to the inside of Lassiter. Thought better of it as there's a long race. One car going around. One car going around down here, and oh no, Michael Bingen up onto the roof of the 95, and oh, the Tim Rogers is on his lid also. Couple looks at this one because, well, the 95 was right there. Oh, the 347 shoehorned the 95, and there you see Rogers. Joel Phillips nowhere to go. He went up the speedway in the PPM entry. Right on board. You're riding on board with the Tagarè Property Management onboard camera with Joel Phillips. Phillips working the bottom, and then all of a sudden he gets tagged and up the speedway, and there's Tim Rogers. You would have thought Rogers was going to take that ride last night at the Talladega Super Speedway. We can ride on board. Tim Rogers has the Rogers car's onboard camera. Didn't even see it coming. So a little bit of a hectic, crazy start there. Michael Bingen and Tim Rogers both did have to take the tows back to pit road. So as they take the tow to pit road, we should be stacking them up 2 by 2, and it does look like Derek Stewart will take the call to the tail end of the longest line. Harnick, Lassiter, Woodward, your top 3 drivers here. Carlton and Hahn. Ungari picking up a position there. He will restart in the 6th position. So we'll re-rack them, restack them when we're giving another try here tonight. Harnick waiting on the old iRacing.com pace car to make its way to pit road, and then anytime it's into pit road, he can fire. Here we go. They come back into the restart zone. We're green flag racing once again here at Volusia. That time, a little bit of a better start down on the bottom side as Woodward trying to make it around, not quite able to. Hahn not getting quite a good start as he would have liked, as last time anyway. So as the timing and scoring sorts itself back out here, we're back to green flag racing, and Hahn trying to hold off Carlton on the outside. The track is still trying to work its way around here to see what kind of grooves we have here tonight in the A-Main. Tonight here at the Volusia Raceway. Contact, a little bit of a check-up. Cardwell had to really hit the binders as we go on board with Cardwell. See him riding right behind the Tagarè Property Management, number 71. The Jet holding up that 5th position. Doug Ungari side by side with the driver out of Pennsylvania. There you see the Alien to the inside of the Mountain Man. Who's going to win the battle, the Mountain Man or the Alien? And right now, that Mountain Man of Doug Ungari is currently holding off the charges from Wilderson. Harnick, of course, has led every lap here tonight. All drivers looking like they're trying to get into a little bit of a groove and single file themselves out. Riding on board with the race leader as the caution lights are going to come on. Something happened to Brett the Jet. Did the Jet refuel or did it just sputter and run out? There you see the 71 of Brett Hahn. Driver out of Michigan. Races asphalt out west. Have to see what the truck finds here. Gonna see if we can throw the truck in reverse just a little bit there to watch the 71 of Han. See the downfall. Oh, he got into the back there of Brett Carlton, and it kind of just stacked the bottom lane up, and right behind them, that was car number 70. So Cardwell also getting a little piece of that one. So just a little jack 'em up down there is going to bring out that caution flag, so we will have to see. Does look like Eric Lake has brought the X5 to pit road. Don't know why the X5 is down on pit road, but Eric Lake is currently sitting there. Something may have gone wrong on the X5 entry. Tim Rogers did make his way back out onto the raceway, so the driver out of New York is still out here tonight. That Rogers Car sheet metal, I'm sure they're going to be selling it over at rogerscars.com. Make sure to check that out and see if you can get some of the sheet metal off Tim Rogers' car. I know we're not far from Binghamton, New York. Maybe we can just jump up there and get some of that. There you see it, though. They're 2x2. That means we will go back. Here we come. iRacing.com official pace truck will make the left-hand turn here tonight in our feature event after our second caution flag. And Harnick says, let's fire him off. Let's chase us to turn number 1. Great start. Here comes Woodward down to the inside. A little contact there, so that's going to send Brett Carlton up the speedway. There goes Devin Cardwell. He's going to make the move now. Oh, big run down into the corner. Wilderson. And someone is going around like a somersault down there, I believe that was. There you see Darling rolling away here. Willie Darling, Davidson, and Henry may all have been involved in this one. We will have to wait for the truck to find out. There you see the 78J of Joel Phillips. He is rolling away. He is missing the front nose clip of his shovel nose. Oh, let's take a look here. Let's see what this has to say. 3 wide racing. There's the X5 entry back out onto the racetrack. Oh, something out in front of these boys. I believe that was Derek Davidson in the 8 entry. There you see the 8. Let's see what happens down in the corner. Oh! The 347 of Stewart down deep into the corner, right up underneath the 8 machine. And that's going to collect a few of them. A little bit of a rough start here for a couple of these drivers. As they reassemble 2x2 here to be Harnick, Lassiter, Woodward, Carlton, Cardwell, Ungari, Fields, and Wilderson as we get ready to restart. Looks like we will have 8 laps in the books here when we re-fire off. Pace truck down and in, and here we go. Harnick's let him all. He'll lead him to turn number 1. Great start that time by Jacob Laster, though. He'll slip it up through the middle groove down in turns 1 and 2. He'll lose a little ground. Laster has to regroup now as the battle back here. Ungari and Wilderson are battling it out once again. Wilderson down to the inside. Ungari going to choose the high line. A little bit of a jacked up there. A couple cars going around. Jacob Lassiter. Lassiter going around, and your points championship leader is on his lid. As you see him, he'll take that immediate quick tow back to pit road here tonight. A rough one here for a couple drivers. Looks like Devin Cardwell involved. Jacob Laster is involved. Brett Hahn, Joe Phillips also involved in this one. Take a look back. Watch that number 51. What happens? Jacob got right into the back, and then Carlton right into the back of the 51. And a mad scramble. right on board. Devin Cardwell. See him get up into the 51 of Jacob Lassiter. This time from the 78J of Joel Phillips. See cars flying up into the air and goes to get her slowed down, and then sideways he's going to go. There you see the 71 of Brett the Jet Hahn is sideways and wrong direction on the racetrack. So a rough start to things here tonight at the Volusia Speedway, but while we do have time, we got to thank the fine folks over at Tagarè Property Management for coming on board here. Of course, you know, they were founded back in 1989. Conveniently located in Fredericksburg, Virginia, the Tagarè Corporation specializes in management of home ownership associations all across Virginia. We thank the Tagarè Property Management, and if you're interested in getting involved in the Homeowners Association, well, contact Tagarè Property Management. So, the 15 Harnick will get the chance here to refire once again, and a really early start that time, but we'll start this one up. Here we go. Harnick will lead him down to the turn number 1. The battle. Oh, one car going to go straight around down to turn number 1. Something broke or something just straight up happened to that number 3 of Chris Fields. So the caution flag are immediately back out here tonight, and the 3 of Fields looks like he will take it straight to pit road. Watch the mellow yellow, number 3 of Fields. Something Agari may not have gone right away, and then, oh, I believe that was the 347 of Derek Stewart. Stewart looks like he was the one right into the back. There you caught the glimpse of it at the end of Fields going around off the nose of Derek Stewart. There you see the 347, the Stewart Farms Longhorn chassis number 347. There's the race leader. He has led every lap here tonight. He will once again lead us down into turn number 1 when we do restart this one. Then it's going to be the 224 of Brett Carlton. Chandler Woodward will start there next in line. Devin Cardwell should restart back into the 4th position with Brian Wilderson in 5th, Doug Ungori in 6th, Austin Nilsen back there into the 7th position. Derek Stewart will hold his position of 8th, Nathan Henry in 9th, and the X5 of Eric Lake, who was down on pit road not too long ago, he will restart in the 10th position. Bring him down this time. Here we go. Fire him back off once again. Race leader getting a nice comfortable lead there. Austin Harnick is, of course, the race leader. He'll come back under the flag stand. We're going to green flag lap in there. Carlton still in 2nd. Woodward and Cardwell, your top 4. Wilderson sitting there in that 5th position. Nobody has exchanged any positions except right here. Here comes the Pennsylvania alien of Brian Wilderson down to the inside, trying to get around Devin Cardwell. Cardwell to the outside. Wilderson going to slide him down underneath. Here he cuts. Devin Cardwell going to cut right back underneath the number 951 down the back straightaway. They go. Let's see, does Cardwell slide up? He's going to throw a little bit of a half slider. Not going to quite be able to clear. That's going to lose a little ground with the guys out in front of him. Here comes Doug Ungari now. He'll two-wheel it down into the corner. Not going to happen. Brian Wilson, Cardwell, they will all hold position. There is the 347 of Derek Stewart, the Stewart Farms, number 347. He's working to the outside of the mountain man, Doug Ungari. Ungari down to the bottom side. There you see the 960 iRacing car. That's going to be Austin Nelson. He's going to make the pass. Now Eric Lake is looking to go to the outside of the 00 Doug Ungari. Ungari fading here a little bit in the middle stages with 24 laps to go here tonight in the A main event. Not quite to the halfway point home here. 40 laps the distance here in the feature with 24 to go. Not quite halfway home. Still plenty of time for these drivers to sort and figure it out here tonight. Who's going to have the hot shoe? Ungari going to go down to the bottom side there as Austin Nelson had a little bit of a slide and a little contact. Now they're just going to go out 3 wide, racing down the back straightaway. 00 of Ungari was to the outside. The 960 of Nelson was in the middle. And that is the X5 of Eric Lake in the race 1.US entry. Eric Lake now will pick up the 8th position. So from being down on pit road on a restart, the S&S Auto Parts number X5 entry has now worked himself inside the top 10, and he is looking for more. Nothing's changed out front, race fans. If you're looking for the race leader, Austin Harnick still out front, and he's got about, call it a little over a little under a second. I was confused there as I was watching the 78J of Joel Phillips. He just went to pit road, so he'll pull it down to pit road here. Battle for second. Here comes Woodward. He is looking to the inside of Carlton. Not going to be able to find any grip down there. He'll have to regroup and see if he can get the snap-on 962 entry back up underneath. The battle is, though, back here. Here is the 70. Devin Cardwell will get past to the outside. Derek Stewart. Here comes Doug Ungari. Ungari going to slide down to the bottom. He'll slide up in front of the 70. A little contact. Both drivers hang on to him. 00 of Ungari to the outside. Cardwell down to the bottom. Cardwell going to try and throw a little bit of a slider. Not going to quite be able to do it. The Mountain Man going to climb high up the bank there. He'll keep his right foot in it. He'll keep the position for the time being. Cardwell tried to throw a slider once again. Not going to quite be able to clear. He'll fall back into line. This time he's going to get a great run down into 3. He'll really throw it down to the bottom. Slide right up to the quarter panel. Not going to be able to clear the 00 of Ungari. Ungari holds serve into the 6th position. Cardwell back there in 7th. Here comes Eric Lake now. He'll nip onto the back heels. Eric Lake now trying to pick off the Devin Cardwell number 70 entry. Will he be able to do it? Rides currently back there into the 8th position as we ride on board with the Tagarè Property Management onboard camera with the X5 entry of Eric Lake. Contact, brake check. Cardwell going to hit the hooks. Now he's going to be right onto the back bumper of the 5X and stack them up down there in 3 and 4. Now he'll throw the slider, cut underneath. Here comes Eric Lake. He'll go to say see you later. He's going to get turned into the outside wall. Big jump for Eric Lake. Cardwell going to straight turn the X5 of Eric Lake, as that will bring us to a slow. Eric Lake, big time junk down there. Caution lights on the speedway, longest run that we have had here tonight. Take a look, Cardwell going to give the X5 a little bit of a bump down there going in the corner, and there you see a little bit of a crossover move, and when he crosses him over, riding on board here with Eric Lake. A hard lick there for Eric Lake, and don't know if he'll be able to get that car back out onto the racetrack as we look down upon the racetrack here tonight. All cameras, all pictures brought to us tonight by Tagarè Property Management and the American Sim Racing Club. This is race number 5 of the season here tonight for the American Sim Racing Club for the Tagarè Pro Dirt Series. We will head to Lanier next week. Sorry, in 2 weeks' time, as actually we're off for the holiday next week, so we will be in 2 weeks' time on September the 14th at Lanier. And then we head to Charlotte, Williams Grove, Weedsport, Fairbury, Limaland, Knoxville for the showdown, and Charlotte to wind down the season. This time it's going to be Harnick and Carlton on the front row, and Harnick says, "Chase me if you can." Here comes Woodward. He'll challenge out down in turn number 2. Not going to quite be able to do anything with it. He'll fall back into third. Battle back here, 3 wide. Brett the Jet to the inside. They're just about 4 wide, actually. Little contact there for the 71 of Honda Ungari. They're going to figure it out, and it's going to be Ungari coming out on top. It's going to be Hahn dropping back a position. Cardwell right now, he is struggling with that car number 70. There you see the 70 of Cardwell up onto the top side of the speedway. He's currently running into the 6th position, but boy, they're battling back here. Nathan Henry is battling with the 88 of Darling. Look out in front of them. Davidson, one car around, hard into the inside wall. Car 69, the Boulevard Brewing. Number 69 of Derek Martin. So that will bring out another caution flag here tonight. And we will watch back what happened to the 69. That unfiltered wheat beer entry, I think, just got filtered. That's Derek Davidson down to the bottom side of the speedway, 3 wide and hooked down to the inside. So one car that's getting pretty lucky here tonight, that's the points championship leader. It is the driver out of Tennessee, the 399 Esports, Jacob Lassiter entry. Remember, he was involved and he was up and over onto his lid. Well, he stayed out, and he has gotten a couple lucky dogs here, and he's got the Milner Media and Design number 51 back up inside the top 15. He runs 15th currently on the timing and scoring. So we will see. Should get the 1-to-go marker. One car coming out of pit row. That should be the Michael Witt number 26 entry. So he will rejoin into the 14th position. That's 14 cars on the lead lap. Tim Rogers is still out there. He is being shown quite a few laps down, but he is turning laps in the RogersCars.com. Number 21, he's back into the 16th position. Green flag and a very, very, very slow start there by the Brett Carlton entry. Here comes Wilderson. He is going to pounce right away. Wilderson down to the bottom side. The Alien trying to get it done here tonight. Wilderson picking up 8 spots. And that's a lot of cars to pass out there. Down to the bottom side, that's Derek Stewart in the 347 entry. See him going down around the bottom side of the speedway, trying to catfish. Cardwell down to the bottom side also. And how about Charles Darling back here? He's the biggest mover and shaker here tonight at the dance at the Volusia Speedway. He's picked up 11. Jacob Lassiter, that's not a battle for position. Brett Hahn, though, that would be the battle for position. This time by the old 5 fingers into the air. Just 5 more times around the speedway for Austin Harnick. Battle, though, for the final podium spot, and that's going to be currently held by Woodward. Wilderson is trying to get it away from him. 4 to go, 4 laps to go here tonight at Volusia. A great battle, because look who's now closed in on this group. Here comes the 347, Derek Stewart. He'll go down to the bottom side of the speedway. He'll try and break a little bit of that air, and he'll try to come around the Wilderson entry. Alien going to hold the outside. He'll go into the middle groove, and Oh, Stewart going to slide, and that's going to force Wilderson up the speedway. Little contact down the back straightaway between the two. 3 laps to go. That's going to allow Woodward to get away. Wilderson going to hit the hooks. Going to try and dive back underneath. Not going to quite be able to do it. Popsicle sticks going in the air. Harnick has led every lap here tonight. Can he lead the last 2? It's not about how many you can lead. It's about the last one here tonight. This time by, the white flag will fly. It's the final trip around the speedway here at Volusia. Final time around the speedway is going to be Harnick leading down the back straightaway. Can he make it around 3 and 4 for the final time? He will. Car number 15, Austin Harnick, will win here tonight at Volusia. It'll be Harnick, Carlton, Woodward. Here's the battle, though. Here comes Hahn. Here comes Nilsson. It's going to be Austin Nilsson holding off for the 7th position. So Hahn will get credited with 8th. Charles Darling, the biggest mover of the race. He goes 9th on the finishing order. Of course, everything on the left-hand side of the screen is unofficial here tonight at the Volusia Speedway, pending everybody crosses the scales correctly. There you see your winner. Down on the front straightaway, Austin Harnick, along with Brett Carlton and Chandler Woodward. All drivers started tonight inside the top 5, and they finish on the podium here unofficially. So we will take a quick break here from the Volusia Speedway, and we will be back with your top 3 podium finishers here at Volusia.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Volusia Speedway here tonight for the Tagarè Property Management, presented by the American Sim Racing Club right here from the Volusia Speedway in Florida. 40 laps have been completed here in tonight's A main event, and we do have a top 3, and they are standing by with us here tonight. Let's head down trackside and talk to the driver of car number 15 here tonight. He has picked up all 40 laps in the A main. Austin Harnick, first race out here with the boys on a Tuesday night, and you park this car in Victory Lane.
Yeah, car was pretty good. I wasn't expecting to get that slick, honestly. Starting at 0% track state, but able to hang on and picked up the win.
A lot of restarts here tonight. Did you have the restart zone figured out, or was it something that, was a guess and test here as we had a rash of cautions here in the beginning?
Yeah, I definitely didn't want to see those, especially with getting them guys right on me. I felt pretty comfortable when I got up front, but
Volusia, one of those tracks that you circle when we cut, or when you see a schedule come out that you're like, that's the track I can possibly put or park this car in Victory Lane.
Yeah, definitely. This is probably one of my favorite tracks on the whole sim, so it's definitely one I like to come to.
Well, you came, you saw, you conquered here tonight in this Rocket Chassis XR1. It certainly had the hot tune setup. With your first time being here, we will head to the Lanier Speedway here after leaving Volusia. Then we head to Charlotte and Williams Grove for the next upcoming events. Will we see car number 15 out onto the Speedway?
Yeah, I think we'll definitely be there.
Well, we look forward to seeing you in the coming weeks here. Before we let you go, the red carpet will be rolled out, and the microphone is yours here tonight at Volusia for your feature win. Who's on the side of the 15 that makes this all possible back in the garage?
Just Rocket and all my friends that get on here, Eric, and that's about it.
There we have it here tonight. The driver out of Michigan, Austin Harnick, will pick up his first career ever win with the Tagarè Property Management Pro Dirt Series for the American Sim Racing Club. 40 laps was the distance for the A main, and 40 laps Austin Harnick spent out front here tonight. Everybody was chasing him. One of the drivers that chased him majority of tonight's race is going to be the driver out of Florida. It's his home state. He drives car 224. That's the Brett Carlton entry. Brett, a great run for you here tonight in Florida. How much did you want to go up there, though, and get around that number 15?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun tonight. Austin would get us on the restarts and gap us, and kind of just couldn't close the gap there. Thought I might have had a chance with a couple laps to go. He slipped up a little bit, but it just wasn't close enough to take advantage of it. But all in all, a good night. I had a great race car. Just fell a little short tonight, but happy with the second place finish for sure.
A lot of restarts. Did you try and maybe guess one of those restarts right to get around Harnick?
That's a strategy I haven't perfected yet. It's hard to guess because I really don't want to run in the back of them either. I feel like we just get off and get a clean start and then try to take advantage, of a faster pace.
Well, great run here tonight at Volusia. I believe it's the first podium this season for you in this whole crew. So after a couple races under the belt, have we started to finally click back in the garage, finding the setups that we like?
Yeah, I think so. We've been pretty consistent with the speed, just keeping that. It seems like we qualify pretty decent. Just maintaining that position's been crucial. At the beginning of the races, a couple times I had a couple issues and slipped back, but tonight we were able to keep it up front, and it showed.
Well, a great run for you and the whole crew, though, Brett, who makes this all possible. A lot of people back in the garage, back home.
Yeah, first I want to congratulate Austin. He did a great job tonight, leading all the laps. Nearly flawless race. I want to thank Chip Baggers Racing, all the guys at the CBR Discord. They helped me, perfect my craft and give me tips and have a lot of fun doing it. LC Property Investments, Rocket Chassis, Southern Style Racing Engines. I appreciate all them guys' help and being on board.
A lot of people back home for Brett Carlton that made this all possible here tonight. He will bring car number 224 home in P number 2. He did pick up 2 spots from the drop of the green flag, finishing second and finishing third, rounding down the podium here tonight, making his first ever start, the all-white number 962, Chandler Woodward. Chandler, a great run here for you, a great showing at Volusia.
Yeah, it was fun. The car was fast. It was about, I'd say, a third place car. I didn't have anything for the front two. Austin he was on rails most of the race, and I feel like I could get a little run on Brett, but I could never get around him. It seemed like the track was pretty tough to pass, and it got pretty slick. More slick than I imagined it would, but it was fun. First race. I had a blast.
A 40-lap feature here. You talked about how slick it got. Were you expecting that here tonight with how slick the track got in just 40 laps?
Well, I wasn't expecting it to get... I knew it was going to get slick, but I didn't think it was going to be this slick. So it kind of surprised me, but we tried to adjust for it. I said we did a pretty good job, though.
A great run for you here in your first ever showing, though. Woodward, who would make this all possible? Who do you got to give the shout-outs that really put in the work?
First, my grandpa for getting me into racing. He's taught me a lot. things if he's watching. That's mainly it, I'd say.
Short, sweet, to the point there for Chandler Woodward. He will finish tonight in that third position. So Austin Harnick, Brett Carlton, and Chandler Woodward will be your top three podium finishers here tonight from the Volusia Raceway. Derek Stewart will finish in the fourth position with Brian Wilson back there in fifth. Devin Cartwell making his first ever start. He will go sixth on the finishing order with Austin Nelson, Brett Hahn, Charles Darling, and Derek Davidson rounding down the top 10. Nathan Henry, who's just squeaked in for the last chance qualifier, he will finish into the 11th position. Derek Martin, Michael Witt, Jacob Laster, Doug Ungari, Tim Rogers, Eric Lake, Joel Phillips, Chris Fields, and Michael Bengin. Bengin, of course, having a rough one after starting towards the front of the field here tonight, wound up on his lid, so a rough one for him, a rough one for Joel Phillips also. Eric Lake also having a little bit of a rough start. And your points leader, of course, Jacob Laster, finishing 14th here tonight at Volusia. He will have a lot of work to do into the next couple of weeks to get car 51 back and ready. Of course, we do head back onto the dirt side of things. We're going to head a little north. Lanier will be the next track that the Tagarè Property Management Pro Dirt Series does head to. That will, of course, be on the 14th of next month. So that one, we have a little time for all you race fans to have a little time off, relax, and, of course, enjoy a little bit of family because, well, without our families, we wouldn't be able to have as much fun as we do, and all of your friends, and that's what it is all about. Of course, a lot of big races coming up all around the country. I hope we see a couple of you race fans out at the upcoming races, but for all of us here tonight at the Tagarè Property Management, along with the American Sim Racing Club and all of us here from the Turn 3 Racing Network, my name is Roger Muth. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show here from the Volusia Raceway, and until we see you next time, everybody stay safe, and we will see you at the races.